Okay, thank you. Gmail. Sorry. Okay. There we go. Right. Just a moment, guys. So, like I was saying, I met a lot of friends, people when they're coming to crypto, say, please, I want to learn how to trade future, and it's as if maybe one is trying to discourage success for 2 or 3 6. But the reality is this: when you concentrate so much, because there are more noise of how much people make in the market, showing you those charts of their earnings without showing you their losses on people who trade in future. I tell people I don't enter future trading regularly. I take in to future when I notice an impulse move for a major breakout, unless I just want to play around with the market at a point. And so if I can enter future, the best time to enter future, if you are still trading future, please take note. Now I'm not addressing to like training people on future now. What I'm saying is this: you're coming into the market, especially you come into crypto. It is not healthy for you to start crypto from future. You will go away very soon if that's where you go to start from. Now, but I'm just showing us that, like even you that trade future, I'd rather enter future in a kind of a trend reversal or an impulse move. And for you, you do some diligence for you to know, is this an impulse move, a reversal in trend for the market, just like this place, a kind of, but yet the market was not healthy. Even with this move, it was just fake. Why? There was no volume to back it up that the journey could continue, and that's why we've been rigmaroling. However, like excuse me, if somebody like I think can open a long position at 41,750 because I observe an impulse move, as it was somewhere down here, right? And just playing around, I think I was in the training and then I use it as an experiment that the market could recover back to as high as 43,000 plus, or 44,000, or give and take, 44, or to take more a kind of drastic run up to 46 and be struggling there or dilapidate back down. But if you look at it before then, I would have opted out of the market. Look at it. That's why you could see that I have a selling price at 43,837, 44,630, whatever. Okay, I think this was just like a play. If not the last, I ought to have said, maybe I just look at it as insignificant. It's not a reasonable position. And so I put it at 50K, right? I put it at 50K. Is that 50? $50,100. Now, which of course, the highest I expect, the market probably, even if you move drastically, unless more volume coming, is 50K, but which is unlikely right now. So, but the 46,000 can be a very strong resistance for it to bounce back down again. Now, so I could enter the market, right? And that was why you see that I went up to maybe 10x and then do it isolated. Now, for new persons who's coming to the market, so even at this point, if the market get back to this place, you'll see I've set my 50% of the market to be sold at that 43,000 plus, which are a very region of another resistance. But there are layers of resistance for the market. And many people want to ask what is resistance to support you. That you can learn over time by yourself. Resistance and support just simply means the point at which people are ready to sell, the point at which people are ready to buy. And what could cause previous resistance is a point at which a lot are ready to take profit previously. Now, many persons who are bought, that's why you say, hey, no, this is going to be a strong support, because the market trend for a while at that point, you know, just sometimes we said an impulse move of the market, it is expected, natural, that every buyer of a coin should start thinking of how to take profit. And once that is happening, you're going to have resistance. So resistance is a result of people's behavior towards the market, because you have a lot of people who are bought in into the market before that point, and then they were ready to take profit. And once they are finished taking profit, there were people who formed in at that time. They were at loss and they were waiting for the market to cross that before they could sell. So you can see region by region, layer by layer, that the market is actually responding to difficulty or smooth move, as it were. And that's why you see that, okay, you want to enter into market, you say, okay, let me enter the market at the right time. And mostly, most people don't buy into the market when the time is actually appropriate. And most people don't get out of the market when the time is appropriate. How do I mean? At this point, there was extreme fear. If you look at the greed and fear index, there was extreme fear in the market. So there was nobody, even when you've done your technical analysis, there was no much person who could say, hey, let me just buy into it. Very few persons will do that. But that's the point, people are going to make a lot of money, okay? So I'm not dwelling on this, but naturally, when you are entering into the market, you want to trade long, short, and all of that, ensure that it's a trend reversal, right? Or an impulse move, right? Sometimes an impulse move, a trend reversal, a double bottom, a double top, you know, head and shoulder, and all of those things, then you can always say, okay. And most time, even in double bottom, double top, you want to see that the market has been able to break the neckline, right, as it were, so that you can at least have, to an extent, be sure what you are doing per time, right? Now, if a double bottom, what we say, the double bottom, trying to move up and then drop back, and they have an energy to return back again, then you're able to say, okay, let me see if you can break the neckline. That is a previous attempt of going up. And if you could break it, you can say, okay, I think it has gathered momentum or strength, as it were, to go over. But even as it were now, the market is not yet totally predictable. It's very, very fragile, I must tell you. So we say we are going to have some knock up here to an extent, then here, then majorly here. And I've told you there have been more support at that region. And you saw my Ichimoku cloud is stubborn. Now, if at the end of the day, this is EMA rebound, for instance, if at the end of the day, the market peers up here and consolidate at 44,000 and begin to take an attempt to hit up, if you're using 1 hour now, you see that it's within the cloud, red cloud. Sorry. So people who are scalping now, they say the market is good because it has been able to break out of the red cloud, the Ichimoku cloud. You know, that's why you don't depend on scalping. And if you are trading and you are using a time frame to check, the best time frame to check as an intermediate, medium person who swing or person who want to buy into the market, not scalping. Because if you look at it now, if people want to scalp, my indicator has given me buying time at that point, and she said the market is bullish. by 1 hour time frame, right? After this, so you just give indication that, okay, it's bullish as it were. Let's check 2 hours. I don't ask you to use all of those time frame. So by 2 hours, the time frame say, yeah, market was bullish. Why? It's not that it's already actually gone across above the EMA ribbon and then trying to pierce out of Ichimoku cloud in the red cloud. And if eventually it bounce off this and return back and landed on top of the EMA ribbon, and over, it's okay, it's having some support as it was there. But that's why many people enter into the market at the wrong hour, because after a few hours, the market dump back and because you're using the wrong time frame. As a major swing trader who want to enter the good position at a good time, not just capping, it's always good to use a 4 hours time frame. Now, for the fact that we are having this garden up, and I told you like from here, it's just like clear indicator that, okay, the market is trying to recover, right? And then going on and on and on. So we need to have, in fact, some persons, we have to use like daily time frame as an investor until the market cross the Instagram of MACD, they won't buy into it. They will tell you, but generally speaking, the market by long time overview, maybe using the daily time frame, right? The market is still like, you are not down as it were, because let me go back to this guy. Sorry. Guy's story offended. The art of crypto is an art of research. The more you're able to handle good research, the more you're able to arrive at something better. Okay, so so compared to where we started from here, we are still up, right? We are still up compared to where we started from here. And so at this point in time, you are perhaps saying the market could bounce back. And even if it still retraces back to $37, you can still say, well, the market is ready to bounce back as it were, until you have a breakdown to $27,000 or $29,000. Before you say, oh, then we are in trouble. But however, the major breakdown we had was from that 41,000, which was very fragile. And then if you can have some volumes more into the market, so for instance, you will know that generally speaking, we're still in kind of uptrend, as it were, okay? That the market has actually not broken down. That depends on where you're in the market compared to the time we have, $29,000, $33,000 as it were. Okay, so now be careful anyway, because most time people come around and what they feel is not what is happening in the market. So as a new person, be careful on what to do and who you listen to, because when the market's trying to bounce back, everybody become chief analyst. And they tell you, this is what's going to happen now and all of that. And people jump into the market because somebody's saying, just waking up from nowhere and start feeling that this was going to happen, right? So, but just like I showed you, I enter into the market when I feel, or when I've checked a kind of observing an impulse move in the market, before I say, okay, let me establish, and then not this one that matters to me, but my major coins to buy, and right then. And we could see what this guy was doing. Chain link. Go back. Sorry. So let's change. So if you have your pen, like if the market could, cover what we're looking at, like some of you, maybe you have your portfolio already and you have, coin you are trading or you stake. Like told us that 2022 is a year of massive staking. If you are not staking coins, well, we don't say anything. So, but if you have staked some coins for a long time now, you wouldn't mind what the market fluctuation is doing because that will not have any significant effect on you. You will have accumulated good volumes of such coin. Now look at my daily this thing, Chainlink. I've been struggling to recover back to the range of 36,000, right? So if market bounce back to 46, 50,000, I'm not going to be surprised to see Chainlink back to 36,000. Oh, sorry, $36 as it were. That does not mean it has recovered from the all-time high, back to the all-time high as it were. Using hourly candle, right? I'm not asking you to buy Chainlink, it's a choice. I'm sure for, okay, maybe for new people anyway, or for anybody who have been on a forum. So, but if you look at, it's like, look at it now, it has just broken off here of the first attempt, second attempt up here, and then going up. So if the market continues to trend, it's not going to be a surprising thing to see Chainlink at $36. All right. But because we just have trend, and then begin to struggle up and all of that. So, but there's some coins I want you to take a look at. I don't know how many people had sacrificed on this guy. Post chain, post X, right? I think we share with some of our. Now, what had happened is that the more by tomorrow, was it tomorrow? Few more days, if I'm correct, something. By tomorrow, on the 10th, on this hour, that's just few hours to go. Sacrifice rate will increase by 5%, meaning those of us who have sacrificed the volume of post X point we'll have, yours will be reduced by 5%. The sacrifice rate will increase the first time on January 10th, 2022 at 00 UTC time. Current rate per 10,000 point is $1. So if I sacrifice any single dollar, I have 10,000 points. Now you may be tempted to ask that the 10,000 points, does it amount to 10,000 plus X? No. When the calculation is going to be done, you will see how many of the plus X you will have. So, but until final time, the volume that you will have in point keep reducing, unlike those of us who have started earlier and then just like going up. So you'll be having it reduce in volume, I think until on the February 26th or March 2nd. I'll check the update later. Sorry for those of us who are new. I'm not asking you to sacrifice, because if you are new and you go to sacrifice on post X, you may come to ask me where's my house address tomorrow, because once you sacrifice and you wouldn't know, because most of us who have sacrificed on post chain and we've not gotten, we've not been distributed to. And so you will ask me, Felix, People sacrifice a post chain have not gotten, are we sure we're going to get post X? You needed to be there when people crucify Hex as a scam and all of that, but reluctantly I have to buy into it. And then many analysts now, they are beginning to analyze Hex as a good coin that have potential. Man, guys, be careful when you are in crypto. Just have the mind of your own. If not, anyone who you think is over guru can mislead you to be out of this. So if you, those of you who want to sacrifice or who have not and you know much about crypto, all you do is to have any coin you want to use sacrificing, have it in your MetaMask or your Trust wallet. Anyone, I prefer using MetaMask, my laptop. And then, so you go to postx.com and then it's going to take you up here to postx.info. And it's a little bit simpler because we did the pre-sacrifice because that time the whole thing like this were not ready. So what you do is you can connect your wallet and it's going to pop up and you use any of the coin you want. If it's Bitcoin cards, whichever one, they're going to pop up the address. You copy the address and send the money there and come back and we're going to see an option below to say I have sent. You click it and then you're done. But please take note, you don't know how many coins you're going to get. So please don't call me back tomorrow. Say, Felix, I've sacrificed and it's like it's your wallet that was there and I've not gotten my coin. One fantastic thing about crypto, which I've been saying time without number, is that a lot will miss out eventually. And now you are still very early. So, but people don't pay attention as it was. So please, I'm going to do some pre-activities because I know a lot of people are new tonight. And so that I know those things I've been saying now, it's only making sense to people who are being crypto. And those of you who are not in crypto, it's not making any sense to you. Okay, so now those of you who are new and you have literally have not really understood anything with crypto, of course, you can go back to enroll on a crypto academy to learn more detail. But even if you have not, that is what first thing I recommend for anyone. Number one, you need to have exchange platform. So possibly you get KuCoin, Binance, and Hotbit. At least these three exchange. Hotbit because of low gem, or possibly balance the equation. Binance, KuCoin, Gate.io, and Hotbit, right? So Gate.io is an intermediate and advanced exchange, but it has opportunity for low gems. So why Hotbit is Mr. Low Gem community, and I think it has helped a lot of people. But I used to be very careful with their exchange. I'm not saying they're bad, so don't quote me wrong. And so, but in all the way, we say not your private key, not your coin. So it's on that note, you need to have Safe Power wallet, Trust wallet, and possibly if you have a laptop, you need to have a MetaMask wallet. So in wallet categories, MetaMask, somebody may be asking, how is it spelled? So, sorry, somebody may want to ask me, how this MetaMask you are saying, can you spell it? Yeah, you have to ask. So let me just quickly see where I can write it for you. Because we don't need to assume. Assumption is the worst type of learning and knowledge. So I need to quickly type it for you, okay? That's it. There we go. All right, okay. Okay, so I talked about Binance, KuCoin. KuCoin is a nice exchange. Then I talked about Gate.io. Then I talked about Hotbit. Hotbit. Okay, so you can download all this exchange and register. Then I talk about wallets. So I talked about SafePal. So just go to your Play Store and type SafePal. Then talk about Trust Wallet, not Trustee Wallet, but Trust Wallet, because your phone is a lower version, it may show Trustee. Then MetaMask, but caution, metamask.io, right? Caution, I'm not asking you to download MetaMask on your mobile. It's not. I said download MetaMask on your desktop with your laptop. Because the one on phone is a beta version. The one on phone is a beta version. And so you need to download on your laptop. Very important, okay? So now, and I will do some experiment for some of us. Now, if you are new and you've not really know much about crypto, you have some money, which coins should I buy now? Now, you can buy cake. I've talked about it previously, but I'm just looking at some coin you could buy, market recover very well, that can give you money, and then you can sell to test the, you can buy Polkadot, and then you can buy Shiba. This is the first time I will talk about Shiba, since we have a target in February this year, sorry. So I'm saying this to new people who don't know much about crypto, and I just come. Some other ones still at the pre-sale. When you find
very, very affordable. And a lot of projections are new.
Sorry.
I'm going to say we're not.
Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria.
Sorry, I think there's an interruption in power here. Yeah, you cannot see my face again. Okay, so there's a coin I will have given to us, but it's not listed yet. I think I'll have to do it in our forum. Now, those of you who have not registered on Tree-Commerce, and over time, especially those of us who are on Planb, you have only 1 day plus. It shows 2 days, but it's 1 day with some hours now, so that you can still enjoy the discount. Remember, I told you that time that is on the 10th. And so does that mean if I didn't do that now, I will not benefit anything? No. What it does mean is that if you don't do it now, you pay more later. That's it. So for Tree-Commerce. Now, let me quickly do something for new people so that you have an idea. Come up here. Those of you who are new, you are asked to, if you go to open Binance, and Binance is a little bit stressful, well, I will advise you to open KuCoin. Okay, I will advise you to open KuCoin. So let me just quickly do a small experiment for you on KuCoin. You are new, and you are trying to, you are new, you are trying to get maybe 1 or 2 coins. So coming. Crypto is not the way many of us think. It's simple, but if you don't obey instruction, can deal with you seriously. So that will make it more complex. So it's actually people that create complexity around crypto because many don't want to learn, right? Many want to cut corners, and so they pay dearly for that. So if not ordinarily, crypto is super awesome. Okay. If you just find yourself off the platform, know that you're disturbing us because we don't have multiple time to caution adult attitude. We expect everyone to be adult and behave ourselves, comport ourselves as an adult. So if we have zero tolerance for indiscipline. Sorry, I want to bring out something, especially for people who are new. You will go soon. Let me just do what I'm doing now. Come on, what's happening? All right, so coming up this. Oops. 277. Okay, so let me do an example for those of us who are new. So we ask you to create an account on KuCoin, or we ask you to create an account of KuCoin or Binance. We know Binance from the starting, if you don't have somebody close to you, may give you a little bit some headache as it were to open. And so, but Hotbit, KuCoin wouldn't do that because Binance verification. So what to do exactly is, number one, after creating your account, one thing with KuCoin is that it has 2 separate wallets. It has a main account and it has a trading account. Now, on KuCoin, you cannot trade without creating trading password, right? You must create trading password and before you be able to trade. So once you create your KuCoin, so you have to go to your security, right? and do the needful, okay? So you see to enable trading password. So you have to enable it, and you have to make sure that at least you do your Google Authenticator, right? Google Authenticator can be downloaded on your phone, and at least do this too for your security level. Even if you have not done your KYC, I think you can still do transaction on KuCoin. So when I haven't created your account, go to accounts, go to your account security and do the needful. The next thing you want to do is to go to your asset and you see main account, you see deposit, withdraw. So very simple. Since you are new, for whoever that is close to you as your friend who probably have told you about cryptocurrency, you should have a level of trust for him. Then you can ask him to help you buy coin. And so what I always recommend for every beginner, there's no point you buying Bitcoin to use to trade. The best you should buy for trading is USDT. So you can tell the person I need USDT, and it's going to ask you to send your wallet. If you send money to him, please, when you are sending the wallet, just like click deposit. He will always request that send a wallet. Do not send ERC20 because of charges. Always send TRC20 because I think just $1 charges. And then there you go, you copy the wallet address and send to the fellow. And then once the fellow send you the USDT, please, there is a need for you to make a transfer. Okay? To come to your account overview, for instance. So when you log in, it's going to take you, you can go to your asset account overview. So then there will be a need for you to transfer the money, right, from main account to trading account. So if it's, let's say it's USDT, then you have to go to check the USDT, you see transfer, and then you click on it, see main account to trading account. Vice versa, if you have made money, you want to withdraw, you have to transfer from trading account back to main account. Then this is the amount you want to transfer. For instance, let's say it's $1,000. Okay, of course, it's not here. Then you click confirm and it will transfer. It is after you've done this successfully, the next you need to do is now you go to trade. So when you go to trade, see spot, see margin, see both, please click on spot, right? So I'm just doing this experiment for new people, and at least it shouldn't be until when you come into maybe start with the academy before you can at least do a little thing. So you want to buy. So now, like I said, so I say you must create a trading password. Is a 6-pin, right? Now, like I say, go and buy dot, that is Polkadot. Immediately you come over here, I know as a new person, as a beginner, here we confuse you the more. So you have to click on the pair, right? So now I want to buy dots, that is Polkadot. Is it listed here? Yes. Polkadot USDT. Dot USDT. Dot USDT. Because USDT is the money you have to buy the dot. So dot's about $25. So at least dot to have some layers of resistance, right? At 26, then at 30, then at 32. I think the all-time high of dot was about 50 something, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check. Yeah. So it's about 50 something. And if like I was saying, the market recover, we could see dot probably recovering back, say some bit of resistance at 26 or thereabout. 27, then yada, 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 30 as it were. So if you buy dot at $25, you go to 30, you can sell, right? I'm not going to tell you when to sell. If you are comfortable with what you have made, you can sell as it were. So now, assuming you have gotten your USDT, then how many dot do you want to buy? Must I buy at the prevailing price? No. So if it's at $25 you want to buy, how many dots do I want to buy? Let's say 10 dots. That will give you $250. 10 dots, that's $250. Okay. So you click on buy. That's all. As you have bought, then the same procedure you follow to sell. I want to sell it at $30. Maybe 50% of my dots, and then the other one at $32. Then the 100%, that is the total remaining one, and click on sell. Then I'm good to go. And that is that about, and then every other ones probably you want to buy, you can still buy like that. Okay. So like I told us, if you are in crypto, and this year is going to be a massive staking project and all of that. Masternode, metaverse, NFT, staking, minting, all of that. So I thought I was going to have time to explain more things on both peripherals and minting and all of that, but the time is not permitted. So I think at this point I need to pause because I quickly need to handle other trainings. Right? Okay, somebody is asking questions. So your screen is not showing. Okay. Which of the ones should I buy? That is wider word. I wrote it complete name. Okay. Right. I don't understand it. This how do I buy this client? Okay. I register but don't know how to buy. Okay. So your screen is not showing. Okay. What's the cheapest way to transfer crypto from KuCoin to Gateway or Coinbase? Cheapest? It all depends on which coin you are transferring. If they are charging you on coin, you convert the money to USDT and then use the USDT and transfer through TROS protocol and then go and buy the coin back there on the Gateway. Because sometimes when you want to withdraw some coins, there will be interest of the exchange platform on that coin. They charge you heavily on that coin. And so when you see that, you convert the money. Exactly when the market is up, you convert it and move the money to the exchange you want to move to. When it drop back a little, you buy it back. Simple. And save yourself from unnecessary stress. Okay, somebody's saying, oh, sorry. What is it? Okay. So I would love to know if it's possible to get transfer buying and selling at the same time. Parameters like what? If you are talking about parameters, what to be factor that is in selling, that you have to go and enroll for our classes, learn more detail about this and all of that. I'm just giving you this information because some of those coins are deep, and then of course when they are recovering, they will have a way of fast recovery, and I wouldn't want a beginner to buy coins that will not recover for them to make money. So, but when you now want to learn more detail, and then that will need you to get more detailed information to learn more about how to fully embark on crypto and all of that. And but even if you have not get yourself to be fully into crypto, that shouldn't stop you not to be able to passively buy some and still make money, as it were. Just like this is for those of you maybe if you are new in our forum. This is we did a promo which is over. we gave us, said these are our area of activities 2022, metaverse, NFTs, massive staking project, masternode, minting and validator, DAO project, intensive AI robotic trading for capping and swinging, intensive low gems hunting, tokenization and mainstream. Like we did a lot of a kind of free, give out late last year, and we have not even really stopped, but just that for as we enter this year now, we're focusing more on our private mentorship group. But this is how it runs. Every information optimally have to go to the private mentorship group because those ones is under compulsion. We're in the game together by fire, by force. And so information have to get to them. We have to like, some will happen that if we are going to participate in a project, and then if it's going to take 1 week, then maybe the information will have gotten to that place before that. So when it's like 2 days or 3 days to go, that's when Be With Me get it. So the information that is in Be With Me will not come to the general forum at the same time until we have seen that at least we have been, just like what we did on DigiCoin, a Digi chain or something. We sent on mentorship for 3 or 2 days, and then on the Be With Me for like 1 day before on the general forum. Okay, so with that, you're able to have some things ahead of others. So tokenization and mainstream. So now we did a promo. Private mentorship is $5,000. One of that is you pay $5,000, you're on private mentorship for more detailed training, cover a lot of things and all of that. Be With Me Premium, we are not under compulsion to train you, but we expected that either you are passed through our crypto academy or you have learned independently on your own, you just want to have information, portfolio management strategy and all of that, then how to capture your portfolios and all of that. Then we have the trading boat is one of the training. You subscribe for the boat, you come for the training, $750 is one of the academy. Please again note that then the academy start from the basics, 150, intermediate 200, 500 for advanced, and then 1,000. I think I've given a lot of tolerance to this person. I'm sure he does not know our practice here. You can okay, so on that order, so we have the low gem group. So now somebody who's on Be With Me don't need to pay for low gem separately. Everything is condensed there. So I can't be in Be With Me and go and look for $750 again to pay for low gem. No. Every low gem made available on the Be With Me and all of that. Now we now brought out some things. Now, what you need to know in this 2022, there are going to be a lot of hypes around metaverse. So both fake project and everything will come out on metaverse. But what you need to understand is trend. What is trending going to make a lot of money, but you need to know when to tune into it to make a lot of money before it now become like this year. What you are going to see in NFT, you can't bring any jumps of NFT because now NFT is now going to go into use case. Now DeFi is going to go into regulation, so into mainstream adoption. Just like when you beat cryptocurrency, was like anything I see what you're doing. Now we're looking at mass adoption in cryptocurrency. So you're going to need to see coins that have or NFTs that have good use case and reality of it. Then, but what can still have more hypes is metaverse. We're still struggling to understand what are you talking about, virtual reality and all of that. So people who have excess money will just be buying any nonsense and the money will be going up. So irrelevant things will just be making a lot of money. So when it starts making sense, the money will not be much there, but it's the one that now be more stable and more functional that will stay. Then others will get off, the track as it were. Yeah, COVID-19 is going to be listed on Hotbit on the 14th, so it's not in news. The first shoot was like hype around it that people make money, and so I bought, I see come down, I still bought more, but no, I'm waiting. So there's nothing to talk much about that. Okay. Yeah. Any more questions?
Hello, boss. Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Boss, please, this 3 comma, you know, they didn't add the TRC before. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you want to upgrade, you still need to put more dollar, because before you add like maybe $15 more.
No, since the TRC, no, TRON was there. If you use TRON, you don't need to add more dollar.
Okay, sir.
If you use TRON, there are other options there. There's, I think there's let me check. There's me out.
TRON is just plus $1, sir.
Pardon?
TRON is just plus $1.
Yeah. I'm even talking of, I think even the TRON coin itself and all that.
Okay, TRON coin is just very minute.
So very insignificant. It is when you are, now that's when you must check while you are doing it, not to just click without observing the payment. Because sometimes people will not check, people will just click and it will have automatically selected USDT, and of course by default, USDT is for ERC20 by default. So it is later we start having all those layers that were added to it. So it's just a matter of the person observing, the one is using that. Let me just do an experiment now. It's good. Thank you for asking that question, because some of those little things mess people up so much that and people should be careful about so many hypes around the outside, but I've seen a lot of people losing money every now and then, all in the name of analysts telling them to do this. And most of those analysts will condemn some new project and make people miss big opportunity and later go and buy to it because they have plenty of money. 114824. Okay. 14824. Okay. All right. All right. So now, assuming you are paying upgrade. So, and then the person must click on crypto. So please, if you're watching, now you can see by default, it's going to show USDT. Okay, it's not even showing TRC. Okay, so if you are using USDT TRC now, if you are paying from Binance, just to check and add one. But ensure this remaining fraction is what comes. If not, your money will not go through. Ensure it's not more than and it's not less than. So nobody say, let me pay plenty so that they can deduct their own. It's a wallet that synchronizes. So it's what was given to it that will go. So please, everyone. So now, so it is when you are using other coins, that's when you begin to scroll. Litecoin, Dashcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Doge, TRON itself, BTC beginning lighting. So I don't know why anyone would do any other thing when we already have TRON here. So you click. Now, please, when you click, ensure, of course, you copy the verbatim address. And of course, they even want you add. You can see that Coin payment now to have added their own, which is like about $1 or something. So 467.0. So now if you are paying in to this and you are paying from Binance, very simple. What am I going to send? I'm going to send 468.07306. So after Binance take that $1, this exact stick come to this place. It's on that note, your own transaction will say through. If you pay more than that, it won't go through. And if you pay less than that, it won't go through. All right, I think that should be enough tonight. Do have a nice time, guys. Those of us who, there's some information that I'll have to send to be with me later. I have not finished reviewing them. But once I review them, I'm going to send them tonight so that we can work on them. It's for tomorrow and next tomorrow. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Do have a nice time. Enjoy yourself. And if you're new, go back to your friends who have invited you and ask him more. And we have said, you want to start crypto, the first is to learn how to buy it and hold it by yourself. And then over time, you learn how to change it over by yourself. And then not when someone says bring your money, will trade for you and give you percentage. It's not true. It's not true. Large number of them are not realistic. That's the truth. Come into the system by yourself, learn how to do it by yourself, and do it for yourself. If the market crash, you know that the market crash, but you have your coin. If the market recover, you make your money. As simple as that.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
And enjoy yourself. Oh, Mama, God bless you. Long time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, sir.
Amen.
Good night, sir. God bless you.
Good
night. God bless
you.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm boss. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I agree to sir.
Good night, sir.